What if I told you that this tactic won us the league title in a league dominated by PSG? Well, yes it did, and not only that. We had the highest goal scoring tally with 97 goals scored, averaging 2.85 goals per game. We had the most chances created in the league with 189 and 18.26 shots per game, miles ahead of the second place team in this category. But whose tactic is it? Carlo Ancelotti is an Italian professional football manager and former player who is the manager of Real Madrid. Nicknamed Carletto in Italy and Don Carlo in Spain, he is regarded as one of the greatest football managers of all time. Ancelotti is the most successful manager in the UEFA Champions League history, having won the trophy a record 5 times and 2 more as a player. He is also the only manager to take part in 6 Champions League finals. Liverpool had other plans in 2005. As a player, he won 2 European Cups with AC Milan in 1989 and 1990, making him one of the 7 people to have won the European Cup/Champions League as both a player and a manager. Carlo Ancelotti is also the only manager to win league titles in all of Europe's top 5 leagues. He has won the FIFA Club World Cup 3 times and has won the UEFA Super Cup 5 times, a record for a manager. But then again, you want to know more about this tactic, right? At Real Madrid, the first time, Carlo Ancelotti drew praise for his versatility. He modified the team's 4-2-3-1 formation, which had been in use under Jose Mourinho, to a 4-4-2-1 before settling on a 4-3-3 formation in which the Argentine former winger Angel Di Maria was converted to a left-sided central midfielder, while Cristiano Ronaldo was played in his preferred free role on the left wing rather than a striker, as Ancelotti had initially intended. In addition to his tactical prowess and adaptability, Ancelotti has also drawn praise for his kindness, good humor, and his calm, balanced approach as a manager, as well as his ability to motivate his players and cultivate a good relationship with them, which transpired a couple of seasons ago. Recently, he became well known for asking and listening to his players' advice on in-game tactical changes. The most important role, he said, is never that of the coach. I'm very clear that there are 2 types of coaches. Those who do nothing and those who do a lot of damage. I try to be in the first group. The game belongs to the players and you can tell them a certain strategy, convince them, but then the determining factor is their quality and commitment. A coach has to focus on making the group understand the importance of teamwork. During his second spell at Real Madrid, he implemented a more simple but effective counter-attacking style with the team and won the La Liga Champions League double. During the past seasons, he used the 4-3-1-2 without a genuine forward in order to compensate for the departure of the striker Karim Benzema. Jude Bellingham served as a goal-scoring attacking midfielder with additional creative and defensive responsibilities, acting almost as a false 9 or second striker at times, and playing behind Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo, normally wingers up front in free roles. This season, he kept the same tactical approach but added Kylian Mbappe up top, replacing Jude Bellingham, while the English player took on a more attacking midfielder role, playing behind Kylian Mbappe. I hear something. Can't you hear it? Oh yes, you want me to detail the in-game tactic. Fair enough. As mentioned, the formation is a narrow 4-4-2 or a 4-3-1-2. The goalkeeper is a sweeper 1 on defense duty. In Carlo Ancelotti's tactic, the goalkeeper doesn't go out of his way to have the possession of the ball, but he's there if his teammates need another passing option. The back 4 is made of a fullback on support duty, 2 central defenders on defense, and a wingback on support. The wingback could also be on attack, but I think Ferland Mendy has a balanced approach, so I kept the duty as a support one. Take more risks, get further forward and tackle harder for the fullback. Take fewer risks for the central defenders and stay wider for the left one. He must do that, as the wingback will go up the pitch when the team is in possession. And dribble more for the wingback. The midfield diamond is made of a defensive midfielder on support, a box-to-box midfielder, a mezzala on support and an attacking midfielder on attack. I have seen Real Madrid play in a standard midfield 4 as well, so the setup can differ from game to game. The defensive midfielder is on support duty as he must prioritize screening the defense and recovering the ball. But when the play allows him to, he becomes a passing option if his attacking teammates must recycle the ball. More direct passes, take more risks and tackle harder. The box-to-box role was chosen having Federico Valverde in mind. The position can also be moved to the wing and Arda Güler or Rodrigo can be played. When used as a box-to-box midfielder, the player here must go up and down the pitch, arriving late in the opposition area. No player instructions for him. The left-sided center midfielder is a mezzala on sport, but I don't think there is a role in Football Manager that could define how Eduardo Camavinga plays. He seems to have the potential to become the best midfielder in the game, in an era when Toni Kroos fulfilled this role in the best way possible for Real Madrid. I chose the mezzala role as it gives the player the instruction of going wide when needed, something that Camavinga does a lot. He also goes up in the attack. As player instruction, take more risks was used. And when I chose the attacking midfielder role, I had Jude Bellingham in mind. He's the type of player that could create a lot of goal-scoring opportunities for his teammates, but he can also take on the opposition and try to score himself, dribble more and move into channels as player instruction. And the strikers are an advanced forward and a complete forward on attack duty. The advanced forward was chosen having Vinicius Jr. in mind, and stay wider was chosen as player instruction. I tried the trequartista role, but the player in my save seemed to not be as incisive as Vinicius Jr. is for Real Madrid. But you can try both roles and choose the best one for your team. As mentioned, Real Madrid's tactical setup is not that simple. There were games in which they played in a 4-2-3-1 formation, others where the 4-2-2 formation was used. I see this formation being very flexible, and if your squad resembles the Los Blancos one in terms of player positions, go ahead and use a setup that fits your team best. As mentality, I chose positive, as Real Madrid seemed to be calm and composed on the ball. In possession, fairly wide attacking width and passing to space, play out of defense, shorter passing diagonals, and a slightly higher tempo, and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, and distribute the ball to the defense through short kicks. And out of possession, a mid-block and a standard defensive line, trigger press more often and prevent the goalkeeper short distribution. Even if the mid-block is used, the players will trigger the pressing game as soon as the opposition approaches the midfield area of the pitch. This tactic was very fun to play with, especially with a team like Olympique Lyon. Carlo Ancelotti seems to be the cool guy that everyone gets on with, but his tactical brilliance is almost unmatched, and this is shown in everything he does with and for Real Madrid. Use this tactic wisely and adapt it to your own team and players.